Happy Tuesday. Hi, everyone. It's Facebook Tuesday, and not to disappoint you, I'm here. I am sheltering in place, but it's such a gorgeous day that I decided to come outside, get a little sunshine. Feels wonderful, and may even get to do some yard work later today. So I thought today I would talk about some of the questions I've been getting. Maybe I can help clarify things for people to understand how coverages work and that sort of thing. So last week I talked about telehealth, and I'm not going to go into that again today. Go back and look at my video from last week, or message me with questions about telehealth. But what I do want to talk about today is the first thing is disability. I've been getting lots and lots of questions about disability. So one of the offerings I do is short-term disability, and where the confusion seems to come into place is people don't understand what qualifies as an event for disability to pay out. So if you have disability, which the disability that I offer is through payroll deduction only, so you do have to work for a company that offers disability. The disability protects you yourself. So what that means is it's going to give you a percentage of your pay if you personally are sick or injured and unable to work. Disability will not pay if your business is shut down, even though the governor mandates that, or whoever is mandating that you cannot go to work, that you're not disabled, that means you don't have a job. So either you've been laid off or furloughed, and that's where you can possibly claim unemployment, is what you should look at. And then the other thing is checking with your employer. Some businesses do have business interruption insurance. There's all different kinds. That's not my forte, but I do know it's available out there. So if they have something like that, they may or may not be covered to help cover employees' wages, but that is definitely something to ask your employer about. Some employers are allowing employees to use PTO time. Some are just giving people 2 weeks pay. There's all different things, but disability is meant to cover you personally, yourself, a percentage of your salary if you are unable to work due to a diagnosed sickness or a diagnosed injury. So that is personal protection. It will not protect you. Again, it will not pay a benefit if your employer has been forced to shut down. It's just like if you were to lose your job, if you got fired or your employer went out of business. It kind of works the same way. So I do want to clear that up because I've had a lot of people wanting to hop on board with disability, and I have to be really clear. Not only does it only not cover if your business closed, but there's also waiting periods. So if you are concerned, you have an employer, you're still collecting a paycheck, and you think this is something your employer would be interested in offering to the employees, there are still some waiting periods. So hopping on disability, if you're still employed, could be a good thing, because if 30 days from now you're diagnosed with an illness, and with the COVID-19 going around, if you do get it, hopefully it's later than sooner, but then that would cover you. But we've got to knock out that 30-day window waiting period. So that's something to take into consideration. I make sure people understand that before they enroll in that, because I don't want you to get something and then be upset when you can't get benefits. So that's disability. The other thing that I am seeing people are asking me about is separate hospitalization or supplemental hospitalization and critical illness. I'm not going to touch very much on the hospitalization. If you have health insurance, that should cover something. There's also talk that if you do have the COVID-19, you shouldn't incur any medical expenses. I still think they're working out the details on that. But the supplemental hospital, again, is a product that's only offered through your employer, through payroll deduction. Just like with disability and hospitalization, if you change jobs or furloughed, you can continue the coverage, but you have to get it initially through your employer. The one I want to talk about is critical illness, because critical illness is available to everybody, And how the critical illness policy could work for you is if you end up in the ICU, there is a daily benefit that is paid out to you that you can use basically as loss of income. So there is no waiting periods on that. There are some health questions you do have to qualify. If you're very sick, you can't get it because it does cover a lot of different critical illnesses. But really, even though COVID-19 may be considered a critical illness, it's not on the critical illness list for this policy. But what is on the list is the ICU benefits. So it gives you and your family some protection in case someone does end up in ICU. It's going to give you some cash benefits that I know, especially, you know, if you're not working or unable to work, let's say you are in one of those essential industries where you're able to go to work, you're not going to be able to if you're in ICU. So this is a benefit that could definitely help you and your family. I always, as always, want to evaluate and make sure it's the right choice for you. If someone is not collecting a paycheck, yes, it's important, but putting groceries on the table and paying your mortgage is more important. And you have to have that component. But if you can spare a little bit to have that peace of mind protection for critical illness, definitely I'm open to having a conversation with you or your employer. This is another one of those policies that if you're in one of those essential industries and you are still working, that the employer can put this in place. There's many different options for the employer to put any of these benefits in place. As far as their contribution, your contribution, I can completely customize it. I just need someone to reach out to me, and I'm happy to do a virtual face-to-face. And I definitely have the capabilities to do everything virtually. I love in person. I'm a hugger. So this is very new and strange for me to try to do business this way because I love the personal touch. But right now, this is how I need to conduct my business to keep you safe, to keep me and my family safe. But I want to make sure you're also taken care of and put your mind at ease knowing you have extra protection if you need it and you feel like you can afford it at this point. So those are the things I want you to take with you. Go to my page, Health Insurance 101, how to select the right coverage for you. Like my Facebook JCAP Consulting page because I'm posting information there as well. I'm going to post information throughout the week about different coverages, about different stories. I'm already hearing some amazing stories of what employers are doing to help their employees, which is awesome because they want to make sure their employees are taken care of. If you have an awesome story, let me know. If you have an employer that could use my services, please have them reach out to me, whether on Facebook or you can email me. All my contact information is on my page. So everyone stay safe, stay healthy, continue with the social distancing. Only leave your house if you absolutely need to. Go out and do things you felt like you didn't have time to do before. As far as at your home, when I say go out, I don't mean go out. I mean go outside in your backyard. Enjoy the day. Be glad you have your health and you can visit have your family with you and do all the things that maybe you didn't think you had time to do. So until next week, again, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.